Right, learners, so let's take a look at the first of our stock systems, and in question 34 they ask us to value it using the first in first out method. Now remember, the first in first out, the older stock will be sold first and the later stock will be left behind, and that will be the value of your closing stock. So if we have a look in this particular exercise, we're given our opening stock of 830 at a value of 65 Rand with a total. Then we're given 3470, which is a total of all the units we've purchased during the year, the respective purchase prices, and you can see they've changed, and that's just a multiplication. So in other words, you spent 223,760 to buy those goods. And then over and above that, you're told that there were transport costs of 5 Rand per unit. And while the opening balance includes this, they're not in the rest of the figures. And finally, we've got 940 units left over. So we want to value this 940 using the FIFO method. Now, we would have sold the 830 first. Then we would have sold the 1350, the May purchases. We would have sold those. Then we would move into the August and so on. So if you're selling your older stock first, you're going to be left with the later stock. Now, in the later stock in January, we bought 620 units. Now, that 620 units was valued at 60 Rand plus an extra 5 Rand, remember? But we had 940. So 940 minus 620, there's another 320 units. And those are valued at 55 Rand plus the extra 5 Rand. So now if you look at your memo, you'll see the 620 times 65, remember to include that 5 Rand transport, the 320 times 60, and you've got a valuation of 59,500. That is using the first in first out method. Then just going on, you were told to work out the cost of sales. So if we go down to the cost of sales, you've got the value of your opening stock, which included transport. You've got the total purchases, and if you remember, if we go back here, that 223 was just the purchase price of buying these 3470. We were, however, told that there were 80 units from May's were damaged and had to be disposed of. So in May, they cost 72 Rand, and there must be the transport costs. So going back here, we then are going to minus the 80 times 77, which included the transport. We need to add on the transport for all of the items that you bought. And finally, you need to minus, here it is here, that closing stock that you've just calculated there gets minused away, and there's your cost of sales. So first of all, you've got to do the FIFO method, and as long as you remember the principle that you go here and you start from the bottom. You got 940, so you've got 620, you need another 320 from here, and you must include the transport in those items. And then just take note if there were any returns. These returns were May, so they're not going to affect your closing stock because May's already been sold. But if it was a return on January, then you must remember to minus that away. Now there's lots of exercises practicing this, so please go through and make sure you understand the FIFO method thoroughly before you move on to the other methods.